Howdy everyone, TR2000 here, and today we're going to be doing our favorite big blue boy, and it's obviously Gordon. With Gordon, it was a little complicated to build at first, because, he's so big. It's hard, let me show you how big Gordon is. Here's Victor. Gordon is this big. This is unedited. I haven't touched this at all. Gordon's just huge. There's no doubt about it. So with my Gordon, I took inspiration from the book and the TV series. You can see I kind of have the wheel arches here. The third one is cut off. Because if you look in the book, there's just a little bit. This one's a bit different, but I'll get to that in a second. I got his smoke box splashes, if you want to call it that. His cab. I have the lettering and number, like in real life. Right here. It's AO. I'm not sure if you can see it. Right there. AO, because Gordon is in fact the first X462 Grizzly built. I gave him a nice little brass or gold, whatever you want to call it, around his funnel. Now, one thing people have said to me that my Gordon smoke box is too big. I want to do something bigger. Be like, oh, after Henry's failure, they decided to extend it and give him more power. So that's why Gordon has such a large smoke box for me. That's also, I think it makes him stand out a bit more, bigger smoke box than all his siblings. Gordon was a little complicated. For the boiler, I just took two Gordons, cut one here just before the dome was here. I used two smoke boxes off a regular Gordon. The wheels are from a take-along Gordon. Now, I don't just have this Gordon. I have this abomination. It's just atrocious. Look at him. It's like, ugh. It's not even a competition. Ugh. I have thought about cutting off his face and putting on this one. Just because it's a CGI face, which doesn't really matter to me. But, yeah. It's just... Mattel, you've done so poorly. Not to sound like have a big ego, but this Gordon is better than this one. Honestly, it's just... Gordon's a big engine. He should be big. And that tender. Ugh. Yeah. Anyways. So with Gordon, he's on his first build. I haven't really done much since I've built him. I want to go back, make him a little neater, give him the smallest wheel arches. I might move his dome back a little bit. There's a few minor things I want to do with this, but nothing major. I like him how he is. So with this, I actually didn't take one of the newer Gordons. I just used a bit of clay, smushed it in there with my finger, then I used a toothpick to scalp away at it very carefully. With Gordon, I wanted him to stand out, so I gave him the gold brass funnel, whatever you want to call it, just to make him, pop. Just one last thing. It's not the biggest, but you know what? I like it. So, like I said, Gordon has inspiration from the show and the book. More so the book than the show. But I'm still working on it. I might give him a little bit of a bigger tender. I'm not deciding yet. But, yeah, it's a fairly simple thing. Out of all the main engines, Gordon's had the least amount of rebuilds. Just because he's so big, it's a little hard. I certainly want to redo him. But for now, since I'm really busy, he does the job. I'll go back. I'll neaten up his paintwork. I'll give him thinner stripes because they're kind of thick. But for now, Gordon looks pretty good. Like I said, these are push-along wheels. They do fit any track the wooden railway fits. So if you want to do the same thing, you can. With Gordon, I used a good amount of power tools, table saw, so you want to be careful. If you're young, don't build it because you might lose a finger. Gordon was a fairly simple design. It just took time and patience that I don't really have, so a little pain, but you know what? I'm looking at him now. It was worth it. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned next week, and I will show you everyone's favorite egotistical red engine. Thank you, and bye.